This would look like a normal bike path in most European cities, but in Berlin it was groundbreaking. It was the first of several pop-up bike lanes that were quickly created at the start of the coronavirus pandemic in March of 2020. The idea came from transportation official in the district of Friedrichshain-Kreuzberg, Felix Weisbrich, and it was approved by the mayor, Monika Hermann.
We call it tactical action. We don't plan forever and think about when we could possibly put this plan into action. Instead, we go in and make the first temporary steps and monitor how it works.
The more than 8 kilometers of pop-up lanes that were created at the height of the pandemic are now here to stay.
It took a year to change this from a pop-up bike path to a permanent one, and that is sensationally fast.
During the COVID-19 pandemic, there was a 25% increase in cycling in the city as people avoided public transport. On the roads where the pop-up lanes were built, the increase in cycling has continued, even as people returned to public transport.
If you have a river, people won't swim across it. But if you build a bridge, they will start crossing it. That's the same with bike paths.
Other European cities, such as Barcelona, Paris and Brussels, have also expanded their bike path networks during the pandemic, often creating more paths than in Berlin. And for some in the German capital, the bike paths are not nearly enough. An initiative called Car Free Berlin is collecting signatures to force a referendum on making the whole inner city car-free.
New bike paths are great, we need that. But when you look at the current studies, like the IPCC study, then you realise that we don't have time to just build 2 or 3 pop-up bike lanes per year that might someday become permanent.
And while Berlin was the first European city to introduce the pop-up bike lanes, many major roads in the capital still have no bike paths at all. The pop-up bike lanes, they are a good start, but in most parts of the German capital, cars still rule. Jonah Kalgren, Euronews, Berlin.